parenting plan, we still have joint decision making, and I'm not being made aware of where my children are seeing doctors, where they're going to daycare, any of this. So I would just ask the court not to find me in contempt. I'm doing the best that I can with the money that I have, because at this point, it's either I pay the mortgage or I pay childcare. And I don't know what counsel or the court want me to do. As you can see in my financial declaration, there just isn't, I don't have the funds to pay that full obligation. I'm doing what I can. I've tried to get the other outstanding issue resolved, which the court has acknowledged at least twice, that petitioner is still not paying, which is now leading me to have to try and file a contempt motion for something that the court's verbally ruled on, which to me just seems like a waste of the court's time, but he's not meeting obligations on his end either. I'm doing the best that I can with the money that I can provide without making myself destitute and making myself not be able to make all of these other payments that I need to make each month in order to survive. So I'm just doing the best that I can, and I hope that the court can see that. And I want to provide for my children. I'm just doing the best that I can right now.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Gibson. Ms. Baldwin, anything else?
Just briefly, paternal grandparents have been gracious in their efforts, but they are not obligated to be full-time daycare providers for free for Ms. Gibson because she doesn't want to pay. They attempt to sort of muddy the water of, gee, all these terrible things have happened. A, we dispute those, and B, they're not relevant to today. But the reality is we have somebody who isn't providing you with bank statements, isn't providing you in advance of sort of hearing my argument of the things that she's cut out of spending. And again, you have a court order on what her obligations are, and she's getting the bills and just shrugging her shoulders. It's not appropriate. These children are facing a real consequence, or at this point have faced that consequence, or in the middle of that consequence for her non-payment. Payment should be made. We're asking for the arrears and the fees and sanctions as I've ordered. And then finally, for the judgments to be apportioned out of Ms. Gibson's any award that she has, but paid immediately from the sale proceeds of the house, so that hopefully the children can return to daycare shortly.
All right, thank you. So I'm looking at the temporary order of child support that was entered in December of 2022 by Judge Scudder. And it does appear that Judge Scudder deviated downwards from the